Hey, good morning. I'm on the run, but I have to take a minute to read a daily reflection. Ta-da! I usually do it in bed with coffee and snuggling up with my puppy. So good morning. How are you? How are you? Take a breath. Calm down with me. Life is hard enough. Can't be having to go on every single moment. Let's just take a breath together. Take a sip. If it's not good, pause and go fix up your coffee. Make it yummy. Sometimes I'm moody about what I want in my coffee in the morning. Sometimes I want it just black. Sometimes I want it full of international delight or honey. Okay. May 17th. And forgive. Under very trying conditions, I have had again and again to forgive others and myself. The quote from As Bill Sees It, page 268. I wouldn't exactly call that a quotable quote, but okay. I know I have a terrible sense of humor. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others are just two currents in the same river, both hindered or shut off completely by the dam of resentment. Once that dam is lifted, both currents can flow. The steps of AA allow me to see how resentment has built up and subsequently blocked off this flow in my life. The steps provide a way by which my resentments may, by the grace of God, as I understand Him, be lifted. It is as a result of this solution that I can find the necessary grace which enables me to forgive myself and others. Okay, let me read it again. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others are just two currents in the same river, both hindered or shut off completely by the dam of resentment. Once the dam is lifted, both currents can flow. The steps of AA allow me to see how resentment has built up and subsequently blocked off the flow in my life. It is a result of this solution that I can find the necessary grace that enables me to forgive myself and others. Because forgiveness of self and others are two currents in the same river, hindered by resentment. Okay, I think I got it. I like how I talk about that first sentence. I didn't think was quotable, really, but that next sentence, I think that was beautifully written. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others are just two currents in the same river, both hindered or shut off completely by the dam of resentment. And that is so true. I mean, if you think about it, it's hard to think of anything else when you're mad. Just saying. It's hard to think of anything else when you're mad. I'm looking for how to use that. I know that when I've had relationships that I've been upset about, regardless of the relationship, it could be a work relationship, a romantic relationship, a relationship with my dog. If I'm mad at them, it's hard to just calm down and enjoy the rest of the day, or enjoy a moment, or appreciate a little positive blip in the day. Because, well, here's the thing. Here's what's too bad. When humans are upset, they're stimulated by something. Sometimes their own thoughts, especially when it's repeated thoughts. What happens then is we get a continuous feed of certain hormones and chemicals in the brain that prepare our body to receive whatever it is we're expecting. And when we're ruminating over a certain situation, then it's like our body has to be prepared for that situation to happen. Right? That's nature. I know. So, that means if I'm upset about something, my body and my brain are ready for stress. They're ready to fight, flight, or freeze. Because that's, oh, I'll let you out, but he shakes his head when he wants out. I'll let you out, but I mean it if you go to that back fence barking. Okay, see, that's a perfect example of how I can build a resentment to this dog that I refuse to rehome. Downward dog. Oh, I love it when you do downward. He knows that. He's kissing up now. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Sit. Good boy. If I'm mad at this dog for misbehaving, he'll go step back corner and starts barking. And barking. It's hard for him to stop. I know it's hard for him to stop because I know he loves me and in his own way wants to please me, but he can't hear me when I want him to stop. So I have to go out and get him. And then I'm mad because I'm trying to do stuff, my stuff. But I'm learning that I'm starting to appreciate that back corner more. I don't know. Win-win. Gets me outside again. I can't appreciate my dog and that beautiful moment walking out to the corner if I'm mad. If I'm going out there ready to at that dog, there are things I'm missing out on. Matter of fact, I don't know how that red fox was that he spotted the other day and couldn't quit barking at, but I would have missed it. How cool is that? So I have to figure out, and the steps of AA have helped me figure that out. And Al-Anon and Overeaters, those are great programs for me. And of course, Christianity, all the things that I've worked through, learned through Stoicism, those are sort of my foundations. But what I've learned is being mad at the dog really is also being mad at me because I won't let him go. I won't give him up. I'm mad at myself for not giving up my damn dog. So I have to, for me to forgive myself and forgive the dog, I have to look at my resentment. And my resentment is he won't quit barking. He won't give me peace and quiet. But then, so then it loops around by working with the steps but I'm the one who refuses to get rid of the dog. So am I going to forgive myself? Or am I going to be tortured for the rest of my life by resenting a dog I won't give up, right? And I think that's true for any relationship. If you're in a romantic relationship, a marriage, a business partnership, a job, and you refuse to quit. I can't find another job with this much money. I can't let go of my financial security in this relationship. You know what I finally figured out is I was looking for a job when I found this one. So what's that tell you? Tells you chances are high I'll find another job. I was in a relationship when I found this one. I'm sure I can find another relationship or get used to being alone again. I have never had a problem finding a relationship. Has it been good relationships? You know, some of us are good at different things. I'm good at being a therapist, but evidently picking dogs usually is something I'm good at. Well, I've had very good luck at it. In my brain until this one. I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky with Gordy. And Lucky was such a good dog. When they told me he was 3, I believed him. He turned out to be a lot closer to 10. He was just so beautiful and healthy looking. And the vet said, well, each vet I took him to put him a little older. So that was funny. That was quite an experience. Okay, now I'm just blabbing. I'm gonna get outside. Think about it. Do you have anything you're resentful about? Maybe make a list of how that person, place, or thing that you're mad about even got into your life. Look at how that happened. Were you genuinely fooled? And if you were, when did you figure out that you got fooled? And then did you keep on hanging on? Or how did you get out of it? What were the consequences left over from getting fooled accidentally into that situation that you haven't resolved yet? One of the things that happened for me was that as I learned to take responsibility for my part, the need for revenge dissipated. Because it was like, oh, I put into action almost all the things that happened to me that were negative. Now, there were a couple things that happened by accident, but they were so clearly accidents. I could be mad at the universe, but somehow working the steps, I realized that none of us gets off this planet alive. We all die sometime. When is that going to happen? And I just have a logical enough brain that I do get that we're all going to die sometime. We might fight it kicking and screaming, and that's okay. And some people seem to embrace it a little better, and those are usually people who had a beautiful life. And so my math says they had lumps and bumps too, because life happens. The difference is they were so grateful for the good things in their life, and that's what I want. That's my goal, is to be grateful, is to have love in my heart for the good things around me. So much so that the crappy things are just, can't win them all kind of attitude. Yeah. I was talking to an old friend yesterday about she's got a niece who's struggling with cancer, and I let her know all the, the things that I did for it. And, I forgot how she asked the question. But anyway, I just told her I learned a lot about how grateful I am for my life and how close I got to God. Not that God could change or might. I don't know. I don't know that I asked God to heal me. I asked God for strength to see me through this journey the best way possible. So I don't know. I think if I'm mad about facing death, I'm losing out on the moments of connection, the moments of peace, the moments of entering the great house. I don't want to miss that. See, that's a little dramatic. I know. But that's sometimes where I need to go when it comes to reflecting, daily reflections. It's not being so shallow that everything's cut and dry, black and white, 1 to 100, clearly defined. Some things are not clearly defined, and some things are. But we have to figure out what that is with a little bit deeper understanding sometimes. And sometimes that takes a relationship with God to help push us in that direction. Like keeping a dog that makes me nuts, or a spouse, or living anywhere but on the beach. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I belong on a beach. Excuse me. All right, you guys. All right. Mwah. I'm going to go get some fresh air. Bye for now.